Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of Dawn of the Man here on Not Your Professional Walkthroughs channel with me, your host Max. Well, we have our first two episodes behind us, and thanks to the magic of time, after the last episode, I did let the game run a bit longer so that we have the necessary knowledge points in order to move into the Neolithic Era. Now, the first two episodes were both separated into the Paleolithic era and the Mesolithic era. Unfortunately, as we move on forward, I'm not really sure if I will be able to cover the Neolithic era or Copper Age or Bronze Age or even heck Iron Age in one episode. So just due to the fact that having the domestication of the cereal takes up 15 points of research, it might affect us a bit more in the sense that the episodes might be forced to be separated in order for us to be able to basically make sure that we are going to be able to cover as much content in each episode as possible. So, we have therefore the new tech, which is going to be the cereal cultivation. Thanks to entering the Neolithic era, we're going to be able to start utilizing underground mines, have access to thatching, be able to dig wells, have fortifications, do domestication, flags, do the animal weaving, stilting, which will allow me to build bridges, and the megalithism. So, yeah, and as you can see, for just the Copper Age alone, we will require 20 points. So obviously, farming is gonna require space. Now, when it comes to farming, we can now see that we have this new menu option next to the building. And this is gonna allow us to start planting the wheats. So the benefits of this is that we're gonna have a nice source of energy and food. Also, what's gonna happen is that we're gonna less rely on some of these forageables, but still we are gonna have to acquire whatever it is in the surrounding area that we can get as of yet. Now we do have luckily lots of ore here in the surrounding area and plenty of rivers, so we have access to certain resources which I might have to be forced to obtain. But what we need to keep in mind is that we have 38 people. Out of those 38, we have 6 male adults, 12 female adults, from whom 3 are pregnant, and we have also elderly. So the kids are not going to be able to help out at the farms. Most likely it's going to be that they're going to be collecting branches or bringing water or anything else. Therefore, this is our workforce. And the problem with that is the fact that I cannot overextend the amount of work that I will assign to my people. It's fairly easy in games like Banished or Dawn of the Man for you to start highlighting the NPCs and start assigning tasks like I did here with the fishing or some of the flint harvests or just chopping down some of these trees. So we're going to have to manage somehow our expectations and make sure that we're going to be able to provide what we can. I'm actually thinking that I might be tempted to build more of these sledges, but I'm not really sure if not all 4 of them are being used. Yeah, they are. So, obviously, we're gonna have to assign a space for the farm. Now, farming, we can actually research here, and when it comes to you planting the crops, you have a certain field which you can create. So for example, if I would go like this, we would have a certain size of the field. Now I'm not really sure if there were some changes into how many of these can you actually plant based on how many did you previously manage to collect. So let's say we would collect 2 pieces of barley which grow like this throughout the season of fall. And yes, it's, I think, during the fall season when we are gonna be harvesting the wheat. If you assign construction work for, I don't know, Emmer on the size of 2 times 5, only like 2 fields should be populated because you did not possess sufficient supplies of the seeds. But I'm not really sure how much has the game changed since I last played it, so we're gonna have to find out ourselves. Now, I was actually considering that this room might be used for additional housing, which means that I might be forced to try and look for other locations for the farming, which is kind of dangerous because the further away you have these resources, the longer time the weather has to theoretically decay the resources, or there is the possibility that the seasons will change, and basically because nobody was free to collect the supplies, yeah, the stuff might go bad. So yeah, I'm gonna actually try to cut out some space over here. If I will be able to chop down these trees, I will have a room sufficient enough for a farm that is gonna be close enough to already pre-existing forageables, and therefore hopefully we're gonna be able to process those. So yeah, obviously I have started off the episode with a whole lot of talking, but also I'm gonna have to keep a close eye on all this fishing, because we do have lots of fish which require drying, but also I need to keep an eye on any potential animals which are gonna be moving in closer. So, for example, should I hunt all the boars? Now, I'm not really sure if I will be able to domesticate the pigs at the end, so before I need to go through goats, and then sheep, and then pig, and at the end in the Copper Age even cattle, or if I will be able to go straight up for those. But anyhow, I feel like we're gonna go for the adult boars, leave the little ones as they are, and these pigs should give us enough bacon for the upcoming time. Also, I'm kind of interested to see how much hide do I get out of them. So hopefully this is gonna work out. There is some raw meat, there are some hides, so we're gonna be able to process this. We're gonna be able to create a bunch of dried skins hopefully, and we are gonna see how our food production is gonna be affected. So it thankfully does not really matter that much. Yeah, you see I have only 6 which are able to be made. So theoretically speaking, I'm gonna try to remove the farm fields over here since we are not gonna be able to manage these, which should give me 7. That's horrible. Seriously, can I build one more barley? No. So I have kind of screwed myself over here. But this is now basically planted, and hopefully the people who are assigned here are gonna eventually be able to harvest everything. We do have the haystacks prepared, and trust me, we're gonna require hay for either feeding the domesticated animals or for just being able to construct the better housing. The better housing should theoretically also allow me to house more people if I recall correctly. Now, prestige is once again a problem, but we do have a fairly decent welfare. We, however, do not have enough food, so I'm definitely gonna be forced to try and hunt down just about anything in the surrounding area. So what do we have here? This is a young female boar, so I would prefer not to hunt down the babies. It's not as effective as hunting down the adults. And I think we are coming across the summer season, which should mean that all of these goodies should be able to be foraged. So since we are gonna be eventually able to pick up the or pick up the tech which allows us to do the plantations for the fruit trees, we're gonna be able to eventually like remove the things which are blocking that space over there, because I would love to get my hands on that space, because I honestly do believe that it would create a great room for additional housing. And theoretically on this hill over here we can then construct one of those megalithic structures by utilizing the megaliths themselves. So obviously that's gonna require some tech to work with, but hopefully we're gonna be able to get this done. We are starting to pick up the vegetables. We do have a stupid amount of raw meat, which is unfortunately not being put onto a drying rack. Are we looking over here? I really wanna give the priority right now to the food, so maybe knocking down some of the thatch production or the sticks production zones might be an important decision as of now. The fishing is slowly moving up. We're gonna move the fishing grounds up the stream. Now we still have the megaloceros and the bison, and there are even some cave bears over there. And this theoretically can be an additional expansion eventually, but I'm not really sure if the game will allow me to build another outpost for like my tribe that far away. Now, I have experiences where I usually have like one part of the village on one side of the river, and if there is enough space, then I build across the river a bridge or multiple sets of bridges, and on the other shoreline I build another village. Now, due to the spacing issues and the heavily mountainous region, I'm gonna have to rely on other ways to do this process. So hopefully it is gonna work out. We're gonna get rid of all these trees. And we are stupidly low on flint. So next tech, which I would love to get my hands on, is actually the underground mining, because we do need seriously tools to be made. So I'm trying to see if there is any better way for me to do this, but I don't see it. So we would be able to this way start making flint mine, copper, tin, iron, and the deep mining basically. So this might help us out. Deep mining is eventually unlocked over here in the Iron Age, but we are gonna see. The reason why I want to get the tech is that there is the flint deposit here, which then theoretically can be mined further. I need to take a look at all the storage space. Okay, might have to build additional storage units. So let's build the other tent over here. We are increasing our storage capacity. I don't know if I should make like a place for the wood again. Because I mean, you know, cooking, fuel, all these things, they require the use of such tech. Looks like everything here has been harvested, and I'm really hoping I'm gonna be able to somehow change the farm here, so that for the next fall season we're gonna be able to expand this production a bit more. Let's go like this. This is gonna work fine. It's unfortunately looking like one of the blackberry bushes has been destroyed due to this. But yeah, those are the sacrifices I will have to start making in order to create space for our ever-growing population of people. I want to see if there is anything in the vicinity that can be also still foraged for. Acorn, this one, yes, let's go get it. There is the cave bear, adult male, low health. Let's go hunt him down. And please make it snappy, because I really don't want to have the bear so close to our village. Beautiful. So 4 pieces of meat, 4 pieces of raw skin, and a bone. We do have a merchant in the village, and I don't see anything which I do want from him. Now, let's go with the mines, and this should theoretically now allow me to build production. Flint. So this is gonna require 6 pieces of log, but we do have 100 of those. I feel like maybe further expansion of the wood pile would be a decent idea. I don't know why I don't have any stone. But since there is so much stone in the surrounding area, let's stop wasting time and let's try to get at least some of the stone. So if this will start to operate, this is gonna start providing us with flint on a regular base, hopefully. Okay, we are getting bread. We do have straw. Yeah, we're gonna have to fish or do something, because our food is dangerously low constantly. So I'm not happy with that. So as much hunting or fishing as can be done, let's go ahead and do that. It looks like the deer has been taken out, so that's awesome. But unfortunately, the majority of the larger animals is either located in here or is just in general moving away from our location, which is why the agriculture and domestication of the animals is gonna be such a key factor for us to work with. What is the population? 42 is the max capacity, so I'm thinking 2 more tents. We have 9 raw fish, 4 raw meat, 2 pieces of bread. We don't have any more flour currently, so I cannot imagine anyone trying to cook more bread. And the dogs are starting to look super tasty. That's the problem. What are the options in here? We can mine the flint in here too. There is a boar and there is a megaloceros. The problem with hunting the animals this far away is the potential of the animals escaping. If the NPCs go there and there's like 2 hunters and a dog, the chances of them escaping can be heavily increased. Why don't we have any water? We're gonna have to start gathering water for the village too. Fish population is looking pretty damn bad. So I'm actually thinking I'm gonna move the location here. And we get the first raiders. So what we can do in this case is call for the defenses. Basically what should happen now is that anyone who can will grab any weapons, and they're gonna try to deal avoid the armed intruders, if possible. Okay, so this is not exactly going as I hoped for. We did lose a tent, so I'm gonna have to rebuild this, and this is why moving to this era is so dangerous. The Neolithic era introduces the, how should I say this politely, idiotic people who try to steal our stuff. Now, thatching is gonna be important for construction of certain buildings. Storage hut, granary, stables. These things are gonna be super important and should allow us to also start upgrading our houses. So let's see if we can get something to eat, because our people, believe it or not, are always hungry. And probably you would be too if you would have to do 10,000 jobs. Why do you have to be so damn far? Why? Oh, why? Okay, so this field has been constructed. Looks like the rocks have been collected. We do have plenty of wood. We don't have any freaking fish. So please give me fish. And I see ibex. So let's go ahead and hunt down the ibex. Unfortunately, I do not have the goat domestication. Theoretically, I can try to do this. And by doing so, we should be able to try and domesticate the young ibex. The problem with this is that you require... what is this? A residency for animals, stables. So we will require thatching, and we will require, no, that's it. We will require thatching in order for me to be able to build the stables. Problem is, without the stables, the two goats might be doing some really weird things. So I'm not really sure if this was the right choice, but due to the fact that I'm super low on food, I cannot be that damn picky at this time. Still the start of the spring season. I am really tempted by doing something stupid. If we would hunt down these 4 orcs, that would supply us with some quantity of food. We also don't have warm clothes, which doesn't make any freaking sense whatsoever. But okay, grain. If I get the 2 pieces of grain, they should be able to turn that into flour and turn that into bread. This has value of 3, so we're gonna give you logs for grain. Are there any people who are moving in on this location? Yeah, this is gonna be problematic. If all of these animals decide to charge and you have a freaking bone harpoon, that's gonna get us just killed. Unfortunately, we did lose a person. So 3 of them have been hunted down. The loss of the person is unfortunate. We're gonna need to wait till the summer season in order for the forageables to kick in. Please don't give me... Oh, okay, so that's the orc. I thought we are getting ambushed or something like that. Really don't feel like hunting down the calves. That would be a waste of the young ones. And this should help us out further a bit. So we're gonna get some raw meat. We are getting some raw fish in here. So hopefully the drying racks are gonna be busy for a while. Oh, so how do we want to do this? I don't know if I was able to domesticate the damn animals. That's what's the important thing. We do have 2 goats. Okay, so I definitely need to get the thatching in order for me to be able to get the animals into a decent living conditions. We're gonna have summer soon, which means a lot of supplies. Let's should we make like a drop-off point for water? I feel like we should. Let's give us at least like 100 points of water. This location is busy, so I'm thinking maybe a second location might be a good choice. You gotta be kidding me. Seriously? Where the heck did you come from? You know, this is pretty damn awful. Imagine getting out of your tent and you get mauled by a cave lion. Unfortunately, old woman seems to have been mauled. Come on, dogs. Eat the damn cat. I want to use a different term, but despite the fact that I keep marking the channel PG-18+, I try to avoid such strong references. If you don't know what the hell I'm talking about, that's okay. Or probably you're too young and you should not be watching this episode. But before you leave, give it a like. Okay. So that was unfortunate. We have lost a bunch of people. But hopefully we're gonna be able to get to the thatching tech. Okay, I'm actually thinking... we would to go and assign 4 people over here. And if we would assign 5 of you over here, that should be able to help us out with our food situation. So currently we do have raw meat to work with. This is gonna take some time to get prepared. Is this flint? Yeah, that's not enough flint. The mines are slowly being used up, so we're gonna have to locate another source of flint soon. This is the megalith. I swear I saw somewhere an additional vein of flint. Yeah, this is it. This is it. So we're gonna have to turn this into the deep mines as well. Now, I'm not really sure if it's like if I would put down the obtain flint option if people would keep going to the mines. Do we wanna expand the residency further? I'm really hoping that if I would be able to either get to population 50 or just do something, I might be able to get to thatching, and if I will get that, we're gonna be able to start building a whole set of structures. Primarily, I'm actually thinking we're gonna go with the barn for the animals, and I'm gonna try to keep them a bit further away from humans so that it's not kind of really creepy and weird. Although actually, based on the historical details, people who used to own animals in the ancient times, they actually used to live in the same home with the animals because they did not have any means to protect them. The only other way they were able to defend the animals meant that they were sleeping with their cows or with their pigs or whatever animals they had at the time. Okay, can we domesticate? And what we cannot domesticate, we're just gonna hunt down. Hopefully I have not overextended the work of all my people. I'm actually really thinking that maybe additional sledges might be required. Okay, how is this looking? Please tell me that we have enough people here. So far the field is looking good. They are able to manage this. Not enough space for animals. This is gonna be crucial. If we don't get the thatching, what might actually happen is that throughout the winter season, the animals will be too damn cold suddenly because they were domesticated, but before they were able to survive out in the open without housing, without any issue. But anyhow, if we don't get the thatching done and build the barn, the problem will be that the animals might die. So all those goats, which I was able to acquire, are gonna all die on me, which would be super unfortunate. We can get sheep domestication, which would save me some time. Problem is there anything that much of a value which I can theoretically sell? The tools are always a great choice. Bones have strange value. Let's do a stupid quantity of logs. Now, the advantage here is that in comparison to Planet Base, there is no limit to the capacity of how much junk I am able to give to the trader. In Planet Base, when you wanted to get something, the problem was that if you did not have sufficient value in your items, you were never able to get those things because you were not able to ship those resources to the vessel. Thankfully here, it's not required to manually drag all of these things to the merchant himself or herself. So we have at least that advantage and our people can remain busy for the time being. So we have 9 raw meat. Man, what the hell is going on with this non-fishing? I really need to do this manually like a dum-dum. Please don't make me do this manually like a dum-dum. It's really annoying. I'm gonna have to somehow make sure that the trees will not keep spreading around, but unfortunately as long as we do have trees here, it's gonna happen. So some of those megaliths, if they would be able to be moved over there, that would be nice. Okay, thatching. Fingers crossed this is gonna allow me to build housing for the animals. So let's build it a bit further away from the populace. And we're gonna need to start harvesting mud. And mud is gonna be extremely annoying to manage. For some reason, when I first played this game and I got to this stage, to be perfectly honest, what happened was that trying to acquire the mud and keep it, those were two entirely different and separate nightmares on their own. I would actually love to also upgrade the storage hut. Now, I cannot go totally crazy in the upgrades because it's gonna be winter, and this means that people are gonna get cold. So, unless we have all the necessary resources to do the upgrade, what might happen is that a couple of our people are not gonna have place to live. So if you don't have mud, if you don't have enough straw, if you don't have enough sticks or enough wood, for crying out loud, we don't have enough wood, it might negatively affect your villagers. And it's starting to actually look more like a village. Also, because the storage tent has been taken apart, this might also affect how many items are stored and where exactly they are stored. And what's our population? So we have population 47, limit is 42. Awesome. Looks like the goats are here. They have their water right now, but it would be nice if they would get something to eat, otherwise these things are gonna die out. So having a supply of straw is gonna be also important, and we're gonna have to expand our farming production therefore further. So chopping down more trees, having access to more wood, should mean access to more things. Okay, we're gonna actually hunt down all of these pigs. Except of the babies. Really not good choice to keep killing the babies. The 3 large ones, yes. At least in the rivers, they get super slowed down. So if they try to use that as their way to escape, what the heck is this thing? Yeah, we are definitely taking out the wolf. That is not one of our puppies. Do you have a weapon? You are using a flint sickle. Okay, apparently with the power of agriculture, we were able to slay that wolf. I'm very well aware of our low wood or food situation, but thankfully, okay, you have a goat female. You can give me megalithism, which would save me, again, points. Problem is, the only option which I have here is to trade in for the tools. How is this only worth that much? Okay, so we have another tech. Hopefully, we're gonna be able to live long enough. God damn it. We are getting the mammoths. I don't care. We have to grab the mammoths. This might be one of our last choice, and since these have decided to move in so close, they have stupid quantities of food. And as I have discussed, look at this. They are even crossing the river here. So majority of the HP has been taken away just due to the crossing of the river. So look at this. 11 pieces of raw meat, 7 raw skins, 3 bones. Actually even tempted to hunt down the young one, I'm sorry. Yeah, but mammoths, they can fight. So this is gonna give us stupid quantities of food to work with, at least for a while. And I would love to have some possibility to demolish stuff. Stone circle. If I were to build it on top of this hill here, that would be just amazing. Unfortunately, it doesn't want to cooperate that way. So we're gonna have to find another space for it somehow. And we are missing mud. I hate mud extraction. So let's see if we can highlight more of these, put in the extraction. And we're gonna put down a mud site. We're gonna increase the quantity. We're gonna put in a bunch of people on this job. You know what, 5 might be a bit of a overkill. Let's go with 3 for now. I do see you there. Why aren't you down? We really need to start upgrading these things. The more houses we upgrade, the more people we're going to be able to manage. Look at this. Population 46, capacity 37. That is all due to the fact that we are breaking down these houses. Okay, the first huts are being constructed. Look at the change, the population limitation. We're able to dramatically change this. Come on, work with me. We need mud. I'm gonna need straw, but thankfully we need straw only throughout the seasons when we cannot acquire some of the other things. So all of these should be able to be foraged for. So we're gonna have some variety here. What the heck is this? Hyenas? Still? Okay, let's try to hunt down all the hyenas. Let's not go for the young boar. Definitely for the hyenas. Storage hut has been built. We should be able to store a whole lot more stuff. Yes, let's go for upgrading the 2 additional storage huts. Please tell me you're gonna be able to hunt down the rest of these things. Looks like the young ones are trying to flee, but let's try not to allow that because I don't want them to return. So if you can hunt them down, that would be just dandy. We're gonna start mining these large stones so that we are gonna be able to haul them together and start to construct that obelisk thing. That should definitely, or the circular temple, or what you want to call it. That thing is gonna be a game changer in increasing our morale or spirituality or one of those stats which we need to manage. Look at this. With the additional 2 huts being upgraded, we're gonna be able to exceed the amount of people. So we are doubling, no, we are just adding 1 room. But still, it's gonna help us out tremendously. And also, theoretically, if I take apart these 2 storage tents, once these 2 storage huts have been built, this might also allow me to hold on to more resources and free up some space. I'm gonna try to build the granary over here. It's better for storage of the wheat. Let's see if we can plant down barley. Or emmer. Let's go with the barley, and I'm gonna... Let's go like this. So I'm not really sure if it's gonna be able to reach the maturity because it has not been planted and it's gonna be full soon. It's probably next year. Really annoying with the mud, to be perfectly honest. You know that, right? But thankfully, because we have water at the village now, we are able to not somehow suffer the whole, oh, they are going to drink water by the river. No, no, no. None of that. Okay, let's take a look. How many goats do we have? We have 1 sheep, 4 goats. I don't even know how the heck did I get my hands on a sheep. But I want to make sure that these Yogi Bears are gonna be gone. And Yogi Bears can certainly fight. So let's make sure that you get rid of them. Any danger in our close vicinity must be gone. Beautiful, that's another bear. And this should also help us with our food and other situation. We do require stupid quantities of mud, that's for sure. So let's try to push for it just so that we can get these 2 things built. These 2 demolished, and this place will therefore, or should therefore, hopefully be willing to cooperate when it comes to us building this thing over here. Maybe it's the 2 storage gents, I'm not sure. Trader. You have sheep. I don't really need sheep. I would prefer some food or something. So we're gonna pass on what you currently offer. We do have enough straw for now. Next year we're gonna have a bigger harvest of everything that we do require. You know what? We have stupid quantities of sticks. So let's delete this for now. Let's butcher this ibex. I don't know why it was not butchered in the first place. Let's butcher the bear. Let's extract everything we can. How is the flint mine? It looks like it's completely gone. Which means if I want to build anything else, we need to do this. And this is a new thing. Production. Cheesemaker. I have no idea how does this thing work because... Okay, bone sickle. So let's cut off the production of the bone sickle. Yeah, we are no longer producing those. Okay. We're gonna have to look into either another crafting or... I don't know what would be the better way to do this. You know what? Let's recycle these things. So they're gonna take that apart, move the resources over to the storage huts in there. I'm really hoping that's gonna allow me to build the damn thing on top of here, so that this whole zone can then be turned into our residential area. Can we... That's 3 potential babies to join. Who knows what the success will be there. Come on, work with me. Oh. Okay. So, prepare for transport. Man, this is gonna be annoying. Prepare for transport. Prepare for transport. Where are the remaining ones? Prepare and prepare. So by building the stone circle, hopefully we're gonna be able to raise the overall morale or spirituality or whatever the heck it is. We do have straw, we do have water, but we're gonna have to make sure we have plenty of straw. So probably not gonna go with upgrading the houses for now. Okay, so let's see. Unfortunately, I cannot mark them. So everyone will gather here. And once these idiots try to do something, they will just get massacred. So This is what I screwed up on the previous attack. So this is gonna be eventually moved around, hopefully. Damn it, I do not have leather. Again? Oh man, I really think I'm gonna go and just slaughter 4 dogs for the heck of it. Just so that we have something to eat, and there are 2 woolly rhinos. So maybe let's not kill the last dog. Woolly rhino number 1. This one has fallen down. Let's hunt down the kid. Let's try to get the young ibex. We really need the leather. Theoretically, if I would knock off the leather outfit production, I should be able to build up some leather. I can do max 5 here. That sucks. Ooh, wow. Okay. I have kind of stopped paying attention to the research. Because I'm an idiot. So basically we are at 25 points. If I would want to, we can go into Copper Age. But if we go to Copper Age, I'm quite sure the woolly rhinos and everything else would definitely go kaput. So let's see if we can... do some other tech instead. Let's go with these 3 for now. We have a stupid amount of people working over there. We don't have enough mud yet again, because... oh, why? Why would you try to cooperate with me, right? Where in the world do I need to force these people to go mudding? And why aren't that many people into this whole mud production thingy? The reason behind this is that I'm trying to... oh my god, is that a kid? How did all these hyenas get here? Yeah, that kid is dead. The problem is that he was wearing stuff. Yeah, that's me all concerned about the stuff he was wearing. 2 more houses should be manageable. We do have 8 pieces of mud. We should be proud. Now I'm dying to see what the hell is the cheese production thingy. And how does this thing work? How far did you guys go? No, not mine. Go after the damn... where are you going? What are you doing? Explain yourself. Hunt this damn thing. Where are they going? Do you see that? That's absolute disregard for the orders which they have received. I really want to see if at least one of these damn things have been prepared for moving. Of course not. Why would it even? I would kill for actual leather right now. Is it the lack of thatching which is preventing me from making the leather, or what the heck is going on? No, you just need raw skins. You do have raw skins. There are no skins on the skin dryers. Sometimes I really wonder where is the problem with this. Okay, what are we looking at? Another set of orcs. There are some letters. Not like the written ones, but leather, you know, raw skin. Let's go with that. You're seriously bugging me with this. How is this working? Milk. Do we even have this milk? We do. So is this person able to turn the stuff into cheese? I'm assuming we have started making cheese back in the days due to preservation of milk. That is the main reason. I mean, people did not care if it was cheddar or mozzarella or any of the 10 million other super smelly, funky cheeses. They were just happy that they had something to eat. Seriously, is it the lack of the detaching material? Yeah, I think so. I'm not really sure. Let's try to collect all of these things. They are much better preserved in the granary than they are in the storage huts. Theoretically trying to build another might not be the worst idea. And the walls are gonna be necessary so that someone doesn't come to our storage of the food, destroys it, and then we go starving during the winter season or something dumb like that. Why is this orc all alone? Don't care? Let's hunt him down. We have, once again, absolutely no food besides berries and fruits and some pulses. Oh, hopefully as much stuff as I will be able to gather will help me out here. Do we have any of that goddamn leather? Come on, phone, stop giving me notifications at 12:22 a.m., which is when I am recording the episode, because I had to do the laundry today and do other stuff, so I didn't have time throughout the day. Haha! This is gonna be interesting. Okay, so I want to know if ever this is gonna be done. We have population 49, total housing 57, 8 goats, 4 dogs, 4 sheep. I would love to have more puppies around, but maybe it's related to the fact that I have decided to eat my dogs. Yeah, not my proudest achievement. Not my proudest achievement. And again, we are super low on food. What are you guys doing with this fishing spot? And how the hell are we always so low on food? I don't want the young males, I want the adult ibexes. Let's hunt. Yeah, we need the thatch. That was the issue why we weren't producing leather. Because we don't have any as of now. Ancient bison. These are actually bisons. Let's go and hunt down this boar too. Yeah, wrong place, wrong time. What can I tell you, bud? You know what? Since there are so many piggies, let's go nuts. Let's hunt whatever it is that I theoretically can. We need the food. And I also need people to harvest all of this, otherwise we are gonna have serious trouble. Your animals can go into starvation and die out throughout the winter season because you were unable to provide sufficient amount of straws. Yeah, it can hold maximum 5. Really hoping that we won't lose the harvest. That would just kill me. Not enough space for more animals. Stone, we are low. Flint, we are even lower. What can I do? If we don't deal with this whole operation, the sledge is no longer usable. Boar has unfortunately escaped. There's still food which can be picked up. I do see cave hyenas on the prowl. Unfortunately, I'm kind of terrified that they're gonna eat the meat which was left over. Hopefully we're gonna be able to hunt down this pack. Surprisingly too damn far, so let's cancel that. Trader has arrived. Please tell me you have food. Okay. High commission. What can I do? What can I give you? Let's give you wood. This is the dumbest trade-off for food, but if they cannot chop it themselves, I'm gonna give you that big piece of wood. Now I heard it. Shut up. Do we have any of this mud stuff? Of course no. Let's grab the rye. Let's grab the mud. So all of this is here. We're able to gather everything so far. We do need more mud in order to build the second stables. And somehow I'm gonna try to build eventually the fortification around the entire area. And trust me, that on its own is gonna consume stupid quantities of wood. Good news, everyone. We have enough points for 2 more technologies. So let's go with weaving and fortifications. Now, unfortunately, Iron Age is gonna keep us from mining these 2 deposits for quite a while. I do see flint, and I intend to gather it. So far, I have not come across another way that would guarantee us sufficient supply. So it looks like our granaries are full. Lots of grain here. Beautiful. Maybe I might have to build another mortar. Wow, even watermill is now a possibility. Workshop would be probably an upgrade to the crafter. I'm really hoping we're gonna be able to ramp up that milk production thing, because this is kind of ridiculous. We don't have anything, and goats are primarily kept for production of milk. And of course, once again, don't have any of the leather, so we cannot finish off any of these things. Because always something keeps popping up. Oh, you know what? We can actually build a well. And it would be smart for me to have like more of them. Really don't want to go after the donkeys. Because donkeys are super useful in hauling heavy objects. Looks like a trader is coming in with a freaking sheep. Now, I don't know how he trained that sheep, but how do I know it will not try to leave with the trader? Again, high commission. It doesn't have what I need. If he would have what I need, I would be making a deal with you. Is it the thatching? Is it this that we don't have, which prevents us from... You know what? What if I would just destroy all of these? Just to make sure that I will be able to produce that freaking leather. Let's recycle these suckers for now. Mud. I'm trying to determine what would be the best action to take here. Thatching. So outfitter. This is now a thing with which we can work. Theoretically, if we gather wool, he's gonna be able to turn that into outfits. How many things can you guys work on simultaneously? It looks like there's a limit for 2. Unfortunately, we still rely heavily on the bone harpoons, which is not the most optimal. It looks like these sledges are gonna be able to be built. One of the stones have been finally moved. So by removing the dryers for the skin, I will need to keep an eye out for this. Because sure, I have 84 dry skins, but the skin outfits can suddenly run out. So it's all nice and dandy for a while, but then we suddenly have a super shortage of everything. How the heck do we get the wool to be turned into... Yeah, we need a weaver first. I'm an idiot. Okay, let's recycle this structure. And let's replace it with the weaver. And only after we're gonna be building the outfitter. Cannot believe I screwed up so damn badly. Okay, let's grab all the mud. Let's grab some fish too. We still have bread. We do have stupid quantities of straw. Actually, we have... I might have to build another storage for this. So storage, straw. Let's remove the birch so that we can build additional one. Another storm on our hands. Seriously? You are annoying. So these houses have all been upgraded. We are sitting at total population 55. Housing is up to 60. We do have the mud, so hopefully they're gonna be able to do what they have to. Production. Weaver. Let's build that right over here. It's super close to the stables. Now, back in the day, what I used to do is keep these stables outside of the city walls. Now I'm guessing that's not the best idea because, well, those structures can be destroyed. Linen. Okay, we might theoretically be interested in linen. And you have average commission. 49. 49. Can we give you... Let's do this. And let's continue the deforestation. Because we are super low on logs. And do I even have any goddamn sticks? It looks like no. So once again, I'm giving my people way too many damn tasks to do at the same damn time. Hopefully they will manage. I mean, for Christ's sake, there's 55 of them. And Christ hasn't been even born yet due to the age in which we locate ourselves in. So keep that in mind. 5 more stones are necessary. Ooh, reindeer. Nice. Let's go crazy for a reindeer. Can we collect tannin? Starting to think like it's restricted to specific seasons or something. Really annoying, to be honest. Really don't want to expand the animal populace right now. And another raider attack. I don't know where are they coming from. Fortunately, they have caught off my people. As they were trying to, I'm assuming, do something with the reindeers, which is awesome. Thank you so much for that. So yeah, it looks like we have lost some people. Let's just make sure we collect all of this. We still have grain from the previous year, which is awesome. I do see some leather in here. We do have finally mud. Are you able to turn the wool into the wool cloth? Awesome. You have also the linen. I'm gonna upgrade these 2 houses, and that is gonna be it for this episode. So we did quite a lot. I do realize that I can unlock the remaining 2 techs. So theoretically, let's go nuts. So yeah, we're gonna be able to actually start growing flax, and flax can be used for the production of clothes related fabric. So that is gonna be beneficial to us. We should be therefore able to provide warm clothing for our village, which is ever so larger. If you did like the episode, please feel free to leave a like. If you have any tips for me, please feel free to leave them as well. If you want to know what the channel is currently up to, consider subscribing. I publish content on a weekly basis. Yes, surprisingly still. I do playthroughs, discussions, early in-game reviews, tips and tricks, guides, God knows what else I'm able to put together. So go check that out. And yeah, I'm gonna wish you a pleasant rest of the day, and hopefully you are staying safe in the meantime. Thank you for watching, everyone, and bye-bye for now.